An anthology about the bad, the short lived, and the forgotten shows and events in television history. This is It Was a Thing on TV.
Punisher! Control!
Hey, before I change my mind!
I give you Super Train.
Hey, folks, this is an historic moment. It was the thing on TV. This is our 50th live show. Whoop, whoop! And for the 50th live show, we decided to do something special tonight. Me and Chico decided, you know what? Let's do something similar to the first live show because there's an event for this month going on Vice. And that is the new series from the creators of Dark Side of the Ring and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Dani Garcia, Who Killed WCW.
And really, is there anything that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Dani Garcia can't do?
Make a field playable in Las Vegas.
Fair point.
Yeah, go see the 2023 year in review from It Was a Thing. But as we're waiting for the Who Killed WCW Part 1 to start, we got watching the tail end of a new basketball series that's premiering tonight on Vice. It's called Uninterrupted, The Real Stories of Basketball. And the premiere episode's about the 1990 Seattle Sonics teams.
Yeah, it's really riveting stuff.
Yeah, they got Sean Kemp, they got Gary Payton, they got George Carl, they got Detlef Shrimp.
Detlef Shrimp, a name I don't think I've heard in quite a long time.
Well, someone doesn't play NBA Jam TE.
I haven't played NBA Jam TE since high school. Not even gonna lie.
Come on, Sega Genesis emulators.
Like, I have the time for that. Seriously, folks, if anybody has an hour to spare, please send it my way.
Give him a ROM. Give him, like, I don't know, megadrive.emu, and he's set.
Yep. So in the meantime, I'm watching Peyton's old number 20. That's Gary Payton's old number 20 hanging in his locker. Remember the Sonics, man?
Yeah.
That was back when the NBA meant something, and then it fell off, and now it's meaning something again. Although the WNBA means a little bit more, but that's just my 2 cents.
Okay, tell me when you see the Sean Kemp and the Cavs jersey, and we'll sync up.
All right. I see Big Low again. Sean Kemp in the Cavs jersey.
Yeah.
That night, that number 4. I don't know what that lightning bolt sort of thing was all about, but
yeah. Too bad Mike's not here to explain why their colors changed to like light blue and white.
We'll ask him on Friday. We'll ask him what that lightning bolt swoosh thing was all about.
I don't know. They had like a polar bear mascot in the 90s too called Whammer.
See, that I could see. All right, the 95-96 Supersonics, Sean Kent, Nate McMillan, Gary Payton, Sam Perkins. Remember Sam Perkins?
Yeah.
He was supposed to be the next big thing. He was drafted in the same class as James Worthy and some guy from Georgetown and some guy from North Carolina. Sam Perkins was smack dab in the middle of that. What's he up to nowadays, I wonder?
You know, if I'm thinking about early 90s LA Lakers, I'm thinking about AC Green. I wonder, has that man ever had sex? Because it's a true story. AC Green didn't have sex until he was like, what, his late 40s or something?
Yeah. It's a truth, and that was absolutely true.
Yeah.
Not the, and you can't prove it wasn't. And you know what they say? You can't prove it didn't happen.
No.
But yeah, this NBA history sort of thing on Vice, like right before the WCW, really riveting stuff.
Yeah.
I always gravitate toward 90s era NBA. I mean, if I had like a sports area of expertise, it would be the NBA during the 1990s.
Love that Gary's wearing an NBA Jam shirt. By the way, can you hear the TV in the background?
No, I cannot.
Okay, well, hold on.
That a
How
good
about
thing?
now? How about now?
No.
Okay.
I'm still trying to figure out whether or not that's a good thing, but that's okay.
No. I was just asking because
Okay.
my audio levels and all.
All right. Well, no stopping us now. It's showtime.
Yeah, to quote Sting.
Back when he looked like Malibu off of the American Gladiators.
No,
But
I don't
with-
think he said that until he did the crow thing.
All right, here we go.
All right, this is behind the scenes footage from the last Nitro in 2001 from Panama City.
Yep. And speaking of Sting, there he is right there
Yeah.
in his emo goth era.
And everybody's watching backstage. Now we have Eric Bischoff.
Ric Flair.
Yep.
This first episode, where the big boys play.
Oh, Medusa.
Booker
Booker
T's in the
T.
house.
Yes. Sucker. And there's The Rock.
And there's Goldberg. I
Which is
remember when
cul-
he was on the cover of PSM or PSN or PSM.
Oh,
Either
man.
that
Conan looking like Biff Henderson all of a sudden.
Yeah, what's up with that, huh?
Bret Hart. Yeah, Bret Hart now owns a bar in Calgary.
I could see that. Is it a high class joint or is it a dive?
I think it's like, I don't know, it's like downtown. It's near where the Flames play, I believe.
Oh, nice. So it has to be. So it has to be classy.
Yeah.
All right, we're just getting a montage of the various WCW programs from WCW Saturday Night to Monday Nitro.
Yeah.
I grew up watching Monday Nitro. This was like the era where I was watching Monday Nitro in the night and Ultra 7 in the morning. Remember when Ultra 7 was in the morning on TNT?
Sure.
Look it up, kids. Ultra 7.
So they showed the difference there. 93, small crowds. 98, big crowds.
Well, 98 was like the beginning of the Attitude Era on the the WWE now.
Yeah.
So WCW had to answer back.
Yeah. They showed the WCW NWO Revenge game on N64.
Nice.
Kevin Sullivan, everybody, with the best analogy of all time. It was like watching a puppy get run over by a bus.
Accurate. Just
Yeah.
think, all of your NDAs are out the window now. Now we're going to get down to the brass tacks.
Bro, it's me, Vince Russo, bro. Oh, Kevin Nash.
Oh, nice.
DDP. And it's just everybody's blaming each other.
Because of course they are. It's like, do you want to hear what really happened? Do you want to hear the bullshit story?
That's why I love Kevin Nash. He like doesn't give a shit at all.
Not even one. Okay, so now it's time to answer the question, who killed WCW? The answer, America Online. No, I'm being absolutely serious.
That is why they died.
Well, that's just one part of the story. Because remember, like, did Hogan kill WCW? No, Eric Bischoff did. Posted by
Some guy.
some guy.
Oh, shithead. March 19th.
But yeah, AOL around this time would be sticking their ink in the Time Warner well. So
Yeah. But we'll get to that probably by part 4. But let's get to the beginning first.
yes, with Eric Bischoff, the former president.
Yes. Okay.
And that epic porn mustache of his.
Oh my God, he's looking like he looks like he's a janitor at like Chuck E. Cheese.
Ooh, Sonny Ono.
Yes.
And Ninja Star. There was a Ninja Star action game.
Yes, this was a game Sonny Ono created. Yes, this is a real thing. So it's like, how do we sell these Ninja Star Wars toys? Oh, we'll go to the AWA here in Minnesota.
Vern Gagne.
Vern Gagne, yes. Now, Chico, if you listen on the Place to Be Nation Wrestling Network, me and Scott, my co-host on that show, Scott Criscrow, me and him did a live watch of Super Clash 3, the only AWA pay-per-view ever from '88. It was terrible.
I vaguely remember that. I was living in California at the time, and we saw bits and pieces of it because, they were, pubbing it out for the pay-per-view crowd. Suffice it to say, what I saw, I did not appreciate at the time.
No.
And here's Lori Bischoff, Eric's wife.
Eric's what? Oh my God! You know what, Eric? You did a great job.
That is a lovely woman.
Yeah, she looks like a lovely woman. Eric would just sit in the camera, the control truck at AWA, and eventually he got on camera.
On ESPN of all places, because they were hurting for programming back then, you see.
Yeah, and AWA was on like 4 or 5 days a week. And I think Friday they would air like Legends of World Class, which was like old reruns of World Class Championship Wrestling.
Far cry from nowadays where they were like wrestling.
Oh, Larry, somebody get me a banana. So yeah, Larry Zbyszko's the reason why Eric went to WCW.
That makes absolutely a lot of sense.
Yeah, and we saw El Gigante in the background. I want the belt.
I want the belt.
Okay, 1991.
Good year for wrestling.
So now we got Janie Ingle, one of the executive assistants at WCW. DDP's right. He did look like a Ken doll. There's Dusty. Gordon Soley. and the Nature Boy. Woo! Oh, that's right. Yeah, Scott Hall back then was the Diamond Stud.
Yep. He'd still be a couple, maybe 3 years removed from Razor Ramon.
2 years away, yeah. And oh yeah, let's not forget Kevin Nash was the Super Shredder. Oh, then I believe Dusty took acid. He said, "Baby, you're gonna be Oz." I said, "You do realize that the movie is called The Wizard of Oz."
No, Oz. No, you're gonna be Oz.
No, baby, you're gonna be Oz. You're gonna be Oz, baby.
And they brought Oz to the WCW. Here's a wizard in a lime green outfit, which makes absolutely no damn sense.
No.
Like, yeah, explain that booking, Kevin Sullivan. Oh, and then RoboCop.
Hold on. Yeah, remember RoboCop showed up one time in WCW?
And then you had an electric chair.
Oh, the Chamber of Horrors. Abdul the Butcher getting fried.
And all of these people are eating this up. Because this is like, you're not going to see this anywhere else. Only on the WCW.
Yeah. We got some of the Turner people there. We saw Brad Siegel a while back.
Oh, David Letterman for some reason.
There's he's introducing Ted Turner, Dave.
Yep.
This is the key player in this story.
Because remember, Ted Turner, he owns the WCW, or at least TNT. And here's his son, Teddy Turner.
Yes. Teddy. Literally, we have Teddy Jr. I can't believe he's not a Buffalo.
And apparently, Ted Turner, not a big fan of the wrestling, but he is a fan of money. And if he can make money off of wrestling on his network of networks, okay, then.
Yeah.
Hence, Georgia Championship Wrestling on WTCG Atlanta.
Yes, back in like 1972. So wrestling was like a staple on the Turner networks, especially when they went up on the satellite when WTBS became a superstation, like the late 70s.
Bringing Georgia to the world.
So yeah, 1988, Ted buys Jim Crockett Promotions, the NWA. And let's be honest, around 1993, it's like WCW is like, it's not even in the ballpark of the WWF. And Scott Hall becomes Razor Ramon. He goes to the WWF. Kevin Nash is Diesel. He becomes a major star.
Yep. The only thing WCW is really known for, the Nintendo game.
Oh yeah.
Which was really just a reskin
of a Superstar Pro Wrestling, a Japanese wrestling game.
Yep.
Yeah, the Turner people were like, no, we just want to get rid of wrestling.
Yeah, we need more down-to-earth reruns. That's what it is.
Yeah, so other than Ted, nobody at Turner Broadcasting cared for this. Oh,
but since Ted was the man in charge, yeah, you see where we're going with this.
Oh yeah, the infamous Beach Blast '93 segment with Sting and Davey Boy and Sid and Vader on the beach.
That is an image that you can't unsee.
No, especially Colonel Rob Parker on the beach wearing his like Kentucky Colonel suit.
Yep, his seersucker suit. Okay, so Bill Shaw's saying Ted Turner says it's either going to make a profit or he's going to pull the plug. So he's got one more shot.
You got one more chance, Eric. We're gonna. Okay.
Is that the Crown Coliseum? Or the
I don't know.
Crown Arena?
I don't know.
That's about
Wait.
30 minutes away from my house, actually.
Might as well be.
Yeah.
So Eric throws his hat in the ring. Now he's the executive producer a month later.
And he has a question that, one question that one person would have at this sort of juncture. How am I going to turn a profit off of this?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not with. Maybe they can get a sponsorship from Sam Adams. No. Or Buffalo Wild Wings. You can eat all the boneless buffalo wings you want. By the way, we are on the first commercial break right now, so
Yeah.
in case you're like watching this on like in the future on Hulu or something, yeah, you can pause right here until it resumes.
Or if you're watching on demand on your local cable company, you could just watch a different set of commercials.
Sure.
We do not mind.
This guy on these stilts here. Liberty, 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 liberty.
Beep, 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 beep. Customize and save with Liberty Liberty.
By the way, I'm currently right now trying to like ripping some movies onto my Plex server right now, my private Plex server, because you never know when at like 10:30 you have the urge to watch Clerks 2.
And if you have the urge to watch Clerks 2, you're a better man than I am.
Oh, hold on a second. Dr. Finley, huh? He seems good. Got more options than you know, ZocDoc.
And Weight Watchers, one of the legacy brands that's going to be destroyed by venture capital money.
And Ozempic. I just love singing the Ozempic single. Ooh.
Yacht Rock, it's good. Yacht Rock is good for commercials. There, I said it.
Oh, QuickBooks. And the fountain's on. Yay! Oh man, Goya must have paid like so much money to advertise on Who Killed WCW tonight. It's like the second spot in this break.
That's a lot of beans.
Oh, this guy means business. Hell's Angels, Kingdom Come. New episode tomorrow on Vice.
They gonna kill you.
Oh, the Vice TV hit series.
United Gangs of America.
Oh, the United Gangs of America. New episode tomorrow.
All right, let's go back to 1993
Yes.
and the Harlem Heat.
The Harlem Heat. Booker T and Stevie Ray.
and yeah, Eric Bischoff and that grin of his. What can I say?
And you know what the irony is? They were named Harlem Heat, yet they were from Houston.
That makes no sense. That's
No.
not as far. That's as far from the city as you can get.
Oh yeah, that awesome neon WCW Saturday Night sign from '93.
From
Yeah.
Disney MGM, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, no, they were at Center Stage worldwide. The syndicated show was at Disney MGM.
Right across the way from where they shot the Mickey Mouse Club.
And Kids Incorporated, probably. I don't know.
Oh. Fergie and Ryan Gosling hooking up backstage. Oh, sorry.
I would love if Fergie and Ryan Gosling hooked up while backstage at WCW. And like Sting comes walking in and he does the hotline face.
And now I have that image of Greg doing Sting doing the hotline face. Thank you for that.
Okay, Eric says I needed people to take WCW, so I needed Hulk Hogan.
1993.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan's not exactly past his prime, but he's not exactly fresh neither.
Yeah, he's on the outs with WWF. So it's like, yeah, he's still like
He's doing Suburban Commando and Mr.
Yes.
Nanny. That's how down bad he was.
everybody knew Hulk Hogan. Homework sucks.
No. Hulk Hogan would never say homework sucks.
That's a reference to Beavis and Butthead. When they reviewed the Real American video. Oh, Thunder in Paradise.
Nice.
Hashtag Jizzle Drizzle.
And
oh, there it is.
Don't forget the CDI.
See, there it is, the Beavis and Butthead where they rip on Real American. Yeah, so as we've mentioned on It Was a Thing, it was Ric Flair who initiated the contact with Hulk to get him to WCW. Woo! Hey, brother.
And apparently somewhere they got Mouth of the South and not Gorilla Months.
Mean Gene.
Mean Gene. Thank you, Brain. So they got everybody.
Just about everybody.
So next thing you know, we have the dream match. Ric Flair against Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan eating this up.
Yeah. Bash at the Beach 94. I remember this. This was like a big deal.
And this is where WCW starts its big meteoric rise, because all of a sudden they got the two biggest names in wrestling.
Yeah. And you have Ted and Jane like at these shows now. It's like, oh man, this is like upscale.
So now Bischoff's meeting with Turner.
Okay, yeah. So this is like the big moment here.
Then you have Scott Sassa, heir apparent.
Ted Turner. So he's like, Eric, let me ask you a question. Eric, what's it going to take for WCW to be competitive with WWE? Huh.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Prime time. You gotta put the show on prime time.
Oh.
But I have like all my colorized. But I got all my colorized movies. You're gonna pay for your colorized movies.
Yeah. Nobody wants to see Gone with the Wind on a Monday night.
I might.
So yeah,
That's-
so okay, Eric gets his hour against WWE, and now he's like, what am I gonna do now? I gotta start thinking of stuff about how I can compete with them.
like that's hard. Okay, it might be hard.
Well, just remember, Monday Night Raw has been on for like 2.5 years at this point, and before that, Primetime Wrestling was on Monday nights. So WWF's been established on Monday nights for like well over a decade at this point.
USA's been just dominating Monday nights with the
Yeah.
Primetime All American.
Yep. Brad Siegel, the Turner executive's like, really? We're gonna put this on Monday night?
And the room's like, you got any other bright ideas? Oh my god! Ladies and gentlemen, previous entry, the Shockmaster.
Oh, good old Uncle Fred. So yeah, Raw was taping every other week, and Eric goes to Brad Siegel's like, we want to be live. So the logic is if we go live every week, we're gonna hurt them on Monday nights, and we could be the #1 basic cable network. So yeah, TNT had a block called Nitro on Saturday nights. So they thought, oh, let's call the show Nitro. Oh, they can't give tickets away. So what arena do you think they're going to put it in, Chico?
It's like the only arena that they can possibly get at a time like this, the Mall of America.
Yes.
I didn't even think had an arena.
No, they didn't. It was in the lobby of the Mall of America.
So that's a thing that I just learned.
Yeah, they have a see, look.
I'm looking.
Yeah, look how big that is.
I know how big that is.
And according to Eric, it looked like Fight Club for yuppies.
Yeah, pretty much.
And yeah, there's the great debut of Lex Luger on the first Nitro, when everyone was like, what? He was on WWE like a week ago. What is this?
Lex Luger was in business for himself, apparently.
Yeah. So yeah, Medusa, she was in WWF as Alundra Blaze, and she comes to WCW, where she infamously throws the WWF Women's title in the trash.
Damn.
Oops. Yeah.
That's just harsh.
Yeah. Oh, RecSports.pro Wrestling. Hulk Hogan is no longer the most popular band in professional wrestling. Hogan sucks.
Nice of you to choose violence like that, buddy.
Oh yeah, this is his mustache got shaved
Oh god,
on Nitro.
that was terrible.
Yeah.
Whose idea was that?
I think it was because he needed to film Santa with muscles without a mustache. Wait, what? What is this, Chico? Hulk Hogan is portrayed. What? We'll get to that in a bit.
Yeah, right now here's a promotion of Dark Side of the 90s new season, July 16th.
Oh man, are they gonna do an episode about Netscape? I saw a Netscape browser.
Hey, remember when so you're at the library growing up.
Yeah.
You're at the library's computer lab. Are you a Netscape guy or an Internet Explorer guy?
I'll be honest, I was an IE guy.
Sorry?
I was an Internet Explorer guy. I'm sorry.
I heard what you said. I'm just sorry.
Well, who won the war? My point exactly.
I was like, who won the war? That's easy.
Google.
Google.
Google won just about every war in the internet.
I was like, who won the war? Well, that's easy. Firefox. No,
Oh, screw Firefox. I don't even like Firefox. Never have liked Firefox. Never have. Never will.
sounds like a 7-Up commercial. Want some 7-Up?
By the way, we missed a commercial for Icon's Unearthed Spider-Man.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because they're doing that, I guess, in the latest season of Icons Unearthed, which the Star Wars season is now on Blu-ray from Mill Creek. And I think it was like $15 brand new on Amazon. I'll have to get it at some point. But Icons
I'm surprised
Unearthed...
people hasn't seen Icons on Unearthed Star Wars.
No. But Icons Unearthed Spider-Man. Makes me think there's a season 2 maybe sometime down the road we might have to do of something. Yeah. I'll leave it at that.
Let's just say that later this summer I'm going to have Sundays free and nothing to do with my time, so.
Well, I was thinking maybe a year from now, but we'll see.
Well, the schedule's always my work schedule's always changing. It is a beast, and you're too gentle to tame it.
God, if we ever do like season 2, I'm just thinking, oh my God, when we get to Madam Web, oh,
it's
gonna be something.
Yeah, I watched Madam Web, and all I can say is, it was just okay.
It didn't have like that dance scene Matt Smith had in Morbius, which I still don't know what the F that was about. But okay, let's get back here. Scott Hall shows up randomly on an episode of Nitro, wearing like this jean jacket.
Which, if you're following Scott Hall, I don't get. You don't get. I don't think Scott Hall gets it.
And then Kevin Nash shows up like a week or two later. Holy F, Razor and Diesel are Nitro. So yeah, this is like revolutionary. It's like, we've never seen this at all. Creating a perception that like, oh my God, what is this? Is this a WWF invasion? But this was not, because they didn't renew their contract with the WWF. But Eric's like, I need like something, like some reality in this.
Well, this is as real as it gets. Razor and Diesel together. And Eric Bischoff's in the middle, looking like, BNN, Billionaire Ted. That's also a thing. Anyway, Eric Bischoff's in the middle, looking like, I don't know, a 4th grader interviewing 2 school bullies. I don't know.
And he gets power bombed.
Yes, he does.
So there's a third man. So who's the third man? Said it with muscles,
brother.
Oh, a phone call.
Who's the third man? The Stinger.
Rubber, who's the third man?
Who looks like Ryan Reynolds with face paint at this point. It'd be true, though. You cannot doubt that. Okay, Bash at the Beach from Daytona. Want to say this is still 95?
96.
Okay.
So we're now this is summer 96. Okay. Kevin Sullivan sequesters Hulk in Daytona Beach so no one knows he's here. He had to Conan says he had to babysit him for a whole night because he was worried he might not show up to the show.
Well, he was in Florida anyway, doing Thunder.
I think Thunder was canceled at this point.
Oh. That explains a lot.
Okay, we don't know who the third man is.
We still don't know who the third man is. Although we do. We, living here in the future, know who the third man is.
Yes. So he left right when the first match was Rey Mysterio against Psychosis, which was a very damn good match.
Yep. And then
Kevin Nash hits
Hogan.
Randy. Kevin hit Randy in nuts. Here's Hogan. He's here.
He's here and he's a heel.
Wait, what?
Is he the third man?
Oh, no.
Next thing you know, the crowd is going absolutely crazy.
They're throwing garbage in the ring.
This was Hulk Hogan, the real American.
Now he's a bad guy. What?
That was a bad. This is rage bait This was rage bait before rage bait was rage bait. I want to, and Mean Gene, and now he's just making fun of himself.
Rock says it would be like Babe Ruth telling the fans who followed him for years to stick it right up their ass.
It was the biggest turn. It saved WCW, saved Hulk's career.
So yeah, now it's Hulk, Nash, and Hall. And now it's the New World Order, brother.
And this is when things got really, really spicy.
Yeah, they were like spray painted trucks. Like they didn't give a crap.
This was basically when sort of the wrestling world turned on its head. And probably when Toy Biz started making all that money.
Well, no. This Toy Biz wasn't until like '99. This was like when they had original San Francisco toy makers, those LJN-esque like rubber figures. That's when they also had the vibrating figures that kind of were like dildos. I'm not even joking about that. But yeah, the NWO shirt, that was like everybody wanted that shirt.
I know I went to high school with people who wore that shirt.
Something gets too big too fast, it's gonna hit the fan at some point.
And that's exactly what happened. But first,
yeah. And now we're back into commercial break. These kids are just talking about Mass Mutual.
Because when I was a kid, I talked about saving money.
Yeah.
For my Super Nintendo. Like, you know how many lawns I mowed for this thing? It took frickin' forever.
You know how much I sacrificed? The mark of a fighter, Modelo.
Because selling piss in a jar is still very much illegal.
Oh, more boneless buffalo wings at Buffalo Wild Wings.
They're delicious.
Yeah. Yeah, Mondays and Wednesdays, all you can eat. All the wings you want.
Nice.
Oh, any size fries for $1 at Sonic.
Not just any fries, groovy fries.
Yeah, groovy fries. I don't know what makes them different from regular fries. Maybe because they're crinkle cut? Yeah,
They're
that's probably
crinkle
why.
cut. Like crinkle cut or shoestring.
You know what I just had for the first time the other day?
What's that?
I ordered because I'm a Prime user, I get Grubhub Plus for free. Like I get free I get the service charge like waived, like the delivery fee waived.
Yeah.
I ordered Mr. Beast Burger. You know what? Not that bad.
It's okay.
It's not that bad.
It's fine.
But they have crinkle cut fries, which is good.
I'm more of a curly fry guy, but hey, crinkle cut's okay. I mean, at least it's better than that waffle junk.
Sure. Okay. So go the ratings from when Nitro premiered to the NWO. They're going, it's all right. So it's like they'd trade wins between the WWF back and forth. And then NWO happens, and it's like, oh, man.
They're getting their butt kicked.
Yeah. So Eric's like, I got to find a way to maintain this reality. So the audience doesn't know, oh, is this fake or is it real?
Of course, we know it's fake, but you've got to maintain the illusion. Do not break kayfabe.
Okay, Neil Pruitt comes up with the idea of the production people helping. So Kevin Sullivan says he never went to a producer about what to shoot, but then he goes to Neil. Okay, Disney tapings.
All of this is outside.
Yes, this is because I guess their studios at Atlanta, all the Turner people working the Olympics, so they shot like a month's worth of shows in Disney MGM. Oh, okay.
They're taking a hit from Hill Street Blues. They're taking camera shots from Hill Street Blues. They're just moving one camera around. Don't break the plane, as it were.
Okay, we see Hall and Nash. They got baseball bats. They're beating the crap out of people backstage.
It's like, which one of you guys is willing to take a punch for the company? Ooh, me. And they sold it. They absolutely sold it. Like, give me what you got. I'll knock it out of the park, man.
Oh, here we go. Kevin Nash throws Rey Mysterio to the trailer. Okay, here we go. Rey's going to jump.
And
Oh.
You're not going to see this. You're not going to see this on USA.
No. Maybe on Netflix when WWE moves there next year, but yes, the winning streak. 83 straight weeks, Nitro was on top. And so WWF is playing from behind.
Yep. And here you have a young Dwayne Johnson
Looking
Raw
absolutely
is-
ridiculous.
and you see everybody in the crowd is like, Raw is weak.
Yeah.
Gauntlet is officially thrown down. Bischoff owns. I love that sign, by the way. Like this is it's like, and then there's the Nitro Girls. Nobody ever talks about the Nitro Girls.
Now, really, when you think about the Nitro Girls, the first thing you think of is maybe Stacy Keibler. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you may have gone a little over the top, Eric. Just a tad.
You may have just been a little bit too much, too extra there, buddy. Just a little too extra.
But yeah, this the basketball show we talked about. Yeah, episode 2 next week is going to be about Pistol Pete. And they actually they interviewed Bill Walton right before his death about this. So this might actually be pretty good. And we saw Jason Kidd in the promo. And of course,
It's definitely going to be good. Remember, Pistol Pete was like, he became sort of a cult figure in the 90s game.
Yeah. Of course, Jason Kidd, of course, we saw him. He's, of course, coaching the Mavericks to the NBA Finals, so...
Which begin Thursday.
Yes. We're recording this on Tuesday night, by the way, so... I don't know when I'm going to release this on Podbean, but you have an idea here. Obey Hank. Eat all the boneless wings.
You're just eating all the boneless wings tonight, aren't you, Greg?
Yeah. I'm sure Beck Bennett would be very proud of me.
Yeah. Me? Give me some of those groovy fries. Give me some of them groovy fries.
Hmm. What is this?
I have no idea, but it's creepy as hell. What is self?
I don't want to know what it is. Okay, whatever that ad is, we got interrupted by an ad for Optimum Mobile here, so
I got an ad for Fayetteville Tech.
okay. Optimum Mobile up to half the price of Verizon and AT&T. Okay, well whatever. I have AT&T, so I don't care.
Fayetteville Tech, home of the Trojans. I want to say the Trojans.
Are they like Division 3 or are they like NAIA?
I will check.
Oh, a new season Mayor of Kingstown is coming on Paramount Plus.
Nice.
I have not watched.
It's good to see Jeremy Renner working again.
It's great to see him back up in shape after his injury last year. I'm just happy he's with us after that.
Yeah.
Okay.
If he teaches you nothing else, remember the only difference between crazy and courage is a plan.
Yeah. Okay, so Eric's like, we need to set up a big angle here. So he goes, well, I might use Sting for this. So Scott Hall says he has a new idea for a new version of the Sting character based on the Crow.
And that's where we get the Sting Crow.
Yes. So yeah, Sting went into the Raptors. He didn't say a word for an entire year, didn't wrestle, and it was like an 18-month program. All he
It
did
was
was
a
like
whole bit.
it was a whole year. He just came from the rafters and just like beat up the NWO, and he just wanted a match with Hogan.
Like, we're going to keep this going until the end of the year in Starrcade 97.
Yes.
And for 18 months, it was this whole bit. Sting is going to beat Hogan clean. WCW is going to come out. Then, yeah.
It's going to be, everyone's going to be happy. It's going to be, yeah. So everything should be great, Chico. It's like Sting's going to like easily beat Hogan, and it's going to be great. And wait, huh? Okay, Big Boot. Okay.
Referee's supposed to do the fast count.
Yeah.
Then Bret Hart comes in.
Yeah, Bret Hart comes in after Montreal. Like two. He's like, we're not gonna have another screw job here, Dick Patrick. Punch.
And then
my thoughts.
And then
exactly,
Bret. And then Bret wants a piece. And
oh, this is gonna be fantastic, Bret. Trust me.
Yay! Sting finally won. The WCW is back on top.
Yeah, and even El Dandy celebrating. Because who are you to doubt El Dandy? But convoluted finish.
And then
yeah.
It all went to hell.
Oh, the internet bitches.
I waited 15 months for Hogan versus Sting and got 15 minutes of garbage.
Whoever came up with that main event deserves to be shot. What a stinker.
They did that to appease Hulk Hogan. I mean, they're not wrong, but damn. Sting didn't appear to be nearly as excited.
Okay.
His head's not right.
Not today, brother.
So, lack of a clean finish, Hulk Hogan has creative control. He did not give two shits. Now it's like, how are they going to... Oh, wait. Here's Sting again. Like, just what do you think? Yeah, finally got it all sorted out. Here's Sting again. Now, for the record, I sort of fell out of following pro wrestling in college, and I had no idea what was going on. All I know is the Attitude Era. That's all I know.
The Attitude Era?
Era. Like, I didn't know what was going on. Who was... I didn't know.
Well, you're in Carolina. Isn't that WCW country? Like,
It is. I mean,
it's Jim Crockett country.
Jim Crockett. Ric Flair owns this place. But I'm going to college in 1998, and I just didn't even think about it.
By the way, I love how we're talking about that and completely ignoring this commercial for AEW.
Am I supposed to check my local listings? Or am I going to let Pedro Pascal do that for me?
Let's be honest. If I would rather watch like Tony Khan's Ego Trip or Pedro Pascal, I'm gonna watch Pedro Pascal. Thank you very much.
I think everybody would make that decision.
Oh, this woman looks very constipated. She's got a lot on her back.
Wow.
Oh, SoFi.
Wow.
They have a great stadium, I hear.
Yep.
Get your money right.
And your stadium even righter.
Oh, you can get acne medications over 3 with Nurex. Ooh, luggage.
And more groovy fries.
Oh man, they're really plugging these groovy fries hard tonight. You know what? I'd rather have these groovy fries than McDonald's grilled steak sandwich.
McDonald's has a grilled steak sandwich now.
Do you no? Remember the tag team episode?
I know.
Remember they were plugging that shit.
I know. I was trying to forget.
Untuckit.com.
The only shirts designed to be worn untucked.
Yeah, I'm calling BS on that.
On the next Who Killed the WCW?
Oh, what's next week?
We get Goldberg
Oh yeah.
and the Macho Man.
I gotta say, all those cars behind Goldberg look pretty sweet in his garage there.
Yep.
Okay. Starcade 97's happened, and Eric's like, this is gonna haunt me.
Rest of my life.
They had all the opportunity, but they didn't capitalize. And the fans, they were like, no good.
That ain't it, Chief.
And then the WWF gets hot in 97. They start to rebound. You have DX and everything.
Yep.
You have the rise of Stone Cold.
It's like Vince decided to get in on the action.
Yeah. So it's like ECW was like a big thing. And so he's like, I'm going to have my own ECW with blackjack and hookers. Yeah. Mike Tyson comes to WrestleMania. Like right after the Holyfield thing. Knocks out Shawn Michaels. Raises Austin's hand. And it's like, yeah.
You knew that was totally gonna happen.
Yep. Kevin Nash knows we're on our way to the iceberg.
I see what they did there. Why are you watching the show? Because it's better than ours. And Bischoff went from Ken doll to full Tommy Tallarico because knowing what we know now about Tommy Tallarico.
Oh yeah, but we're not some other podcast. We don't talk about him all the time. We're not going to run that to the ground.
No.
On this podcast, we run the clip of Diana Mulder going the elevator shaft on LA Law down the train. So yeah, Brett says, Hogan, he was the puppet master to Eric.
And he's like, that's what killed it.
Oh, there's Virgil. R.I.P. baby. Meat sauce forever.
Breadsticks. So at this point, Turner just wanted WCW to just die.
Okay, on the next Who Killed WCW. Oh, the finger poke of doom, brother.
And the beginning of the Attitude Era.
Mr. Ass.
Basically taking the ball WCW carried and running with it.
Scott Hall, can you say butt on TBS? I'm pretty sure you can, Scott. Oh, man. So yeah, Goldberg next week. I gotta say, very good first episode.
Very solid, very nice storytelling. Nice to see a whole lot of angles.
Yes, to the story. So hopefully by the time this ends, we'll have an idea of who killed WCW. I think it was probably Colonel Mustard. No, wait.
No. Who killed the WCW? It was FCI with that lame ass Nintendo game. No, that's not right either. We'll figure this out eventually.
They made two. Hold on, they made two. They made the NES game, and then they made the Super Nintendo game, Super Pro Wrestling. Do you remember that?
No.
Well, look it up. All right, so when this is done, go Google search on YouTube like WCW Super Brawl like intro loading screen or whatever, character select screen. Do you want to do that right now?
I'm gonna do. You know what? It's either that or watch the intro to Hell's Angels here. So let me do that. I'm going to YouTube.com.
Yeah, YouTube.com.
And what is it? WCW
Super Brawl Super Nintendo character select screen.
Super Brawl characters and it's SNES character select. Here we go.
Okay.
What the hell? 20 straight minutes of the character select screen. Okay.
Can you describe what you're seeing to everybody?
A whole lot of animation and a whole lot of still photography. And a whole lot of digitized voices.
Yes. Did you get to the part where Ricky Steamboat says, "Who deserves the belt"?
Yes, I did.
That should now be like a sounder on this podcast. Who deserves the belt? Oh, well, that is going to do it on that disappointing note. So, okay. What do we have coming up on It Was Thing on TV? So, let me just, what did we cover last week? I always forget what we covered. Oh, the girl of something with John Davidson. And then this week we're going to cover That Puppet Game Show, which is going to be really good. That's going to be a very good Mike episode, I hope.
Yeah,
but
it's going to be a episode.
Really good. But then next week.
Oh, Lord. Next week we start our sort of Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman salute month in celebration of Deadpool and Wolverine coming to theaters. We have the first two seasons I guess 1.5 seasons of 2 guys and a girl. So
What?
obviously, we're going to talk about the pizza place.
Yeah, because after that, when it just becomes 2 guys and a girl, who gives a flying what about the pizza place? But then I think we're covering a certain show on Nickelodeon first, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we're talking about a show that has a long and winding road from Vancouver to Toronto to Orlando.
Yeah. And I'm gonna give a spoiler here. You know how Mike didn't have the closure from Beat the Clock 80? I didn't get any closure in this. I'm gonna be very disappointed when I tell you why I was disappointed.
Let's just say the show ends with somebody on the ground.
Literally. I'll give you a hint. Somebody named Ryan's on the ground, but it's not who you think it is.
And then after that, we're also covering Don't from a couple of years ago with Adam Scott and Ryan Reynolds as the announcer. And just because we...
Yeah, just because we can, we're going to find a way to work Hugh Jackman into this month.
Oh, yeah. Just because we can. I may do a little bit of a songery dancery. Who knows?
Oh man. You should go to Vegas. Wait a minute. Vegas wouldn't be good enough for you.
Vegas is too expensive.
What about Reno?
What about Enterprise?
No, Enterprise wouldn't work.
Paradise?
Nah.
Henderson?
No. You have a good town in Nevada. We can. Oh. Hey, Laughlin.
Laughlin.
This town will work. This town will work, Chico.
This town will work.
Yes. But you'll find out more about those episodes still to come on It Was a Thing on TV. For Chico, I'm Greg. Thank you very much for this special live show on Who Killed